Breaking news. In a strange new video, Putin's puppet addresses reports that he is on his deathbed. It has been speculated for quite some time that Ramzan Kadyrov, the longtime leader of Chechnya and ally of Vladimir Putin, is afflicted with a terminal kidney disease. In a bizarre video, a close friend of Vladimir Putin's has responded to rumors that the Russian president is on his deathbed by saying that Putin does not want to live long. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov was caught on camera with Russian lawmaker Adam Delimkhanov making light of his health situation. Putin elevated Kadyrov, a Chechen, to the rank of colonel general in the Russian National Guard, giving him more authority during the conflict in Ukraine. Already in charge of up to 30,000 National Guardsmen, he has designs on creating a personal army of his own. In the video, 46-year-old Ramzan Kadyrov is seen with his friend, Russian MP Adam Delimkhanov. The two men make a commitment to continue to carry out the tasks that the people want accomplished. Kidney failure has been attributed to Kadyrov, and Delimkhanov was reportedly killed or wounded by a missile strike last month in the conflict in Ukraine. Mr. Delimkhanov is heard saying, "It is precisely for such small-minded people that we, together with our dear brother, the head of the Chechen Republic, hero of Russia Ramzan Akhmatovich Kadyrov, have recorded a video clip." Well, I'm at a loss for words. Kadyrov continues, but we managed to stay alive. Still, we hope to not have a long life. Our lives together will be brief, but fulfilling. Kadyrov, a father of 14 and a husband to 3 wives, was reportedly in his final stages of life as of the weekend. Tumso Abdurakhmanov, a politician in the Chechen opposition, said, "Information is coming in that Kadyrov is near death and no longer speaks. Dialysis is of no use, as his kidneys have already failed. Perhaps he is nearing the end of his life." Another report claims the Chechen leader has already arrived in Mecca, where he will undergo treatment for his serious kidney disease. This information could not be confirmed by express.co.uk. After being driven into the mountains of his Trans-Caucasus fiefdom in March, he wrote, "For those who console themselves with the hope that I am terminally ill, I am sorry to upset you. I'm fit and active and in good health. That people claim I have different diseases, and that sometimes I am presumed to have problems with my kidneys or my liver, was something he had to face head-on," he said. Kadyrov claims to be the most sanctioned person in the West despite ruling Chechnya for 16 years. He has been accused of gross violations of human rights. In his first public comments on the Wagner Group uprising that sought Putin's removal, Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu praised the loyalty of Russia's armed forces. In a conference call with military leaders, Shoigu reportedly said, "This was an attempt to destabilize the situation in Russia on June 23-25, as translated by the Russian state news agency RIA Novosti." As the author puts it, these plans failed primarily because the personnel of the armed forces showed loyalty to the oath and military duty. The 68-year-old also downplayed the rebellion's effects on Russia's war efforts in Ukraine before thanking Moscow's military for their conscientious service. Yevgeny Prigozhin, leader of the Wagner Group, has been critical of Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu for not doing enough to back the mercenary force. At the end of last month, Prigozhin ordered his men to begin their march on Moscow. As far as Prigozhin was concerned, plans to integrate the Wagner Group into the regular military were the last straw. On the eve of Wagner's march toward Moscow, Prigozhin made unsubstantiated claims that the Russian military had attacked his forces. Shortly after occupying the southern Russian city of Rostov-on-Don on June 24, Wagner's forces advanced to within 120 miles of Moscow. Prigozhin blamed Shoigu in a Telegram rant video for starting the war with Ukraine and accused the Ministry of Defense of trying to deceive the public. Shoigu needed the war to advance in rank and earn a second hero star, so he could say, "I am a marshal." Ukraine was not invaded in an effort to demilitarize or denazify the country. In the video, Prigozhin can be heard saying, "It was required for an additional star." The BBC translated this to say that the star was unnecessary. In the end, authoritarian President Alexander Lukashenko of Belarus brokered a deal in which Prigozhin agreed to go into apparent exile in Belarus. Putin's response is on display. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told CNN over the weekend that it was weak, and he agreed. First of all, it's clear that he doesn't have absolute power. Wagner's successful conquest of several regions in Russia demonstrates his ability to rapidly expand his territory. Putin has no say over regional events.